guys, it's Jen at Wakeland with RemARKablyCreated.com. In today's One Take Wonder video, I am bringing you part 2 of a series that I'm doing on Project Life. In our first class, we did a free introduction that talked about the basics. Today, we will be focusing on the filler cards, or sometimes also called the journaling cards. You are actually sitting in on a live class that I'm doing with my customers, so you may see me turn my eyes and talk to them as opposed to staring at the camera and talking to you. But again, it's a live class and that's what you're watching me videotape. Hopefully all of you today have brought 8 to 20 photos so that you can complete at least 4 pages and on your way to preserving your memories. If you remember from our introductory class, Project Life is a style of scrapbooking that was designed by Becky Higgins. It's designed to be really quick, really easy, and it's designed to help you get your photos out of boxes, off of your memory cards, off of your computer so that they can be enjoyed by many. And I've seen some really sweet stories lately of elderly parents going through the albums and reminiscing, and also how that's helping their memories. And so it's so important that we get those photos off. But as I reminded you during our first class, it's also important that we tell that story. And one of the best ways to tell those stories is to get them out of the boxes, the computers, the laptops, the memory cards, the phones, all of that, into a page so that we can be writing those stories down. In the first class, I talked to you about what I called my essentials for Project Life. And those essentials were your photos, your project pages or your pocket pages, your journaling pens, an album, and your page protectors, and a trimmer. Those were my 6 essentials. The next step that you want to take in your Project Life is journaling cards. Journaling cards are pre-designed images that you can simply drop right into the pockets of the page protectors, and there's lots of things that you can do with them. Stampin' Up! Has their own exclusive journaling cards. We are the only home party plan that is allowed to carry the Project Life logo, and so we are in partnership with Becky Higgins, and you will see her talk about us a lot on her blog and on her website. So just kind of be looking for shouts out from Becky to Stampin' Up! It's kind of a lot of fun. Some of the benefits of the Project Life cards that Stampin' Up! Has is, first, our Project Life cards coordinate with all of our stamps, our inks, our papers, our ribbons, our embellishments. The colors used on our cards are the colors in our product line. And one of the things that I like to do is I like to take and punch out a little sample of the color of the cardstock and write the name of it that goes with that collection. Do you need to make an investment in all of these colors? No. But some of you have been stamping and scrapping and crafting with me for a while and you already have these colors. Today, for those of you who may have brought journaling boxes with you, feel free to pull my cardstock and punch the circles out and go ahead and add that. These colors are listed right in the Stampin' Up! Publication so you'll know what they are. The next thing is our boxes. These are an exclusive design for us. I like to take one label and put it on the top here. And I like to then take, where's the other label? I guess it's not on here. And I usually like to put the other label down on the bottom. That way you can see the box from both sides no matter how it's sitting. It's very, very sturdy, very portable. It's great for taking to the beach. It's great if you travel on business, or I have family on the West Coast and I'm out there visiting quite a bit, so it's nice just to throw this in my suitcase with a few page protectors and I can craft on the run. So it's very, very sturdy and very portable. Inside, you will find 100 cards. Every one of the cards is different. It may appear that they're the same, but what it would be is a landscape versus a portrait orientation. And again, everything coordinates. You're going to have 4x6, 4x4, and 4x3 sizes to fit the standard openings of Project Life pages. There's a little slot here that's perfect for holding your journaling pens. There's enough room. It's hard to see in here, but in here I have the washi tape and all of the pieces that are part of the accessory kit. And that's another benefit of Stampin' Up's journaling cards, is that there is coordinating accessories that go with it. So it's a nice pack and it's very, very versatile. So let me check my cheat notes and make sure. The benefits, they come in a custom box. They coordinate with the cards in the whole set, so it's all coordinating. They also interact with all of the other Project Life cards that Stampin' Up! Has really well. They're all different. Of course, they coordinate, I already mentioned, with our cardstock, our inks, a variety of sizes. We also have coordinating digital cards, so that's another plus to these. These have matching digital cards that you can use in a digital program, or if you're using Stampin' Up's My Digital Studio, those work that way as well too, so that's a great benefit. They are exclusive, so that's another great benefit. They're printed on quality paper, and they're printed front and back, and I've already talked to you about the sturdy box. So that's the benefit of our journaling cards. So now let's talk a little bit about all of the fun things that you can do with journaling cards. Of course, they're designed to be used just as is, just simply dropping them right down inside of the pocket. And let me just show you a page recently that I did where we did just that. We just dropped them right down inside. And of course, you'd think that would be easy. Here are the photo cards, and they were dropped right down inside of the pockets. Real simple and easy. The only thing I have to do right now is just add the story. So they were just dropped right down inside. So you can use them just like that. You can take and you can embellish them a little bit. Here on this one we put a little bit of crystal effects to embellish it. You can use them as photo mats. Here I've got a smaller picture that I wanted matted on something, and so you can use them as photo mats. You can die cut them with our Stampin' Up! Big Shot dies. Here what we did was we cut a strip from one, and we also added a punched border, so that's something fun. One of the things that I love about Project Life pocket pages is that it gives me a chance to use glitter and to use non-acid things. Because everything's contained in its own little pocket, I don't have to worry about things that might be non-acid touching my photos. So I have a little bit more opportunities to use the pockets and to use some things that I normally wouldn't use in traditional scrapbooking. So here a little bit of glitter, a little bit of a little button. Here I created a cute little banner on this journaling card, and it was cut from this Project Life card, creating that little banner. Maybe a little bit hard to see here, but what I did was I doodled in between the lines, so you can actually doodle on them using a marker. Here I also doodled around the sun, so just using the Project Life pens, you can go ahead and doodle. You could also journal in those lines, and so of course obviously these Project Life cards are great for journaling. Some of them have grid marks, some of them already just have notebook lines, some of them have natural lines like this, or these really fat lines here that make them great for journaling. This card here, we just added some of the stickers from the accessory pack. Here's a great example of the color coordination. You can see our rich raspberry color here, rich raspberry ribbon, rich raspberry ink. There's a piece of cardstock punch from a heart and one of our raspberry buttons. So you can see that coordination that makes Stampin' Up's Project Life cards so really fun and exclusive. You can also use the card simply as a backing for acetate. Here I stamped on the acetate with our white StazOn ink, and you can see then that it just is a nice backing there. You can use stamps. You can stamp images right onto your Project Life cards. Again, just basic journaling. This one I distressed. I created a coffee ring with my coffee cup, crinkled it up a little bit, and just did a little bit of distressing. This one may be a little harder to see, but there's actually clear epoxy stars and clear epoxy circles on it, so you can add fun things like that. Could create the same effect with crystal effects like I did up here. Something else fun with the cards that you're able to do is you can punch images and simply leave that image there, or you can punch the images to use on other cards, so you can punch shapes from them. This was a real simple little thing to do with the cards. You simply take a 4x3 card, seal it on 3 sides. I did with my favorite product, the mini stapler, and you're just able to real quickly create a little pocket. This is a file tab, and I was just able to create a little message. Using our Stampin' Up! Big Shot framelits that we have for Project Life, I was able to die cut an opening and created a reverse mat for this photo here. And so again, we die cut this piece out of here, gives it a chance for me to use this on a 4x3 opening, and I used it as a reverse mat. You can use a little bit of ink and simply sponge the edges, adding a little bit of depth and color. We used a spritzer on this one. This one here, I should have put the original across it so you could see it, but it was a lot lighter and had white drops on it. And I went ahead and I brayered it, and I also took the ink pad direct to it just to alter the color. You can run them through embossing folders and add texture and contrast that way. Of course, you can punch borders and you can tear edges. Here you can see where we cut the word awesome to create a border on this one. This we used a stencil. We simply laid the stencil down and inked it up and then added some punch circles to it. This is one of my other favorite things to do. Sometimes you have a really big story to tell or a lot of extra photos, and using washi tape you can just create a little mini booklet, stick the first one into the opening, and then these hang on the outside, or you can tuck the whole thing in with a tab. The Project Life cards make great instant shaker cards. Just simply slide them into a cellophane bag, add your little confetti of choice. So some fun there. Of course, any kind of watercoloring or washes are easy to add to the cards, and I just stamped over that one. And then another option is to simply alter them with markers. Here was the original card, just words with outline. I added a little bit of ink to the border and colored in the words. So lots and lots of possibilities with the journaling cards, starting with using them just as they are. Do you have to go to this extent? No, but sometimes you just want to play. Some of you have been crafters for a long time and you are comfortable with some of these techniques. You also have fun things like buttons and ribbons to use up. You've got punches and things. So I wanted to show you how you're able to use some of the supplies. If you don't have dies and all of those things, do you need them? Absolutely not. And a lot of the ideas on this board are going to be what we're going to feature in upcoming classes. At all of the future Project Life crops, there'll be very short little snippets of classes. Make sure that you visit my blog for details on how you can attend those for free based on purchasing journaling cards and an album. And for those of you that are here in class, I'll talk to you about how you can be attending the future upcoming crops for free. But again, we will be visiting and doing lots and lots of things. We'll do a whole class just on shakers. You'll make some of those fun things. We'll do a whole class just on big shot dies. So we'll refocus on stamping, different stamping techniques, other coloring techniques. But it all starts with the journaling card. So after you've purchased the initial 6 essentials, my next recommendation is to dive into the journaling cards, because now it opens up a whole world of possibilities with crafting and creating in your Project Life albums. So have fun preserving your memories. I look forward to sharing with all of you out there online as well. Make sure that you visit my blog, RemARKablyCreated.com, for details on getting these projects, details on crops and things like that. So thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for being here today. Take care and God bless.